Hello and welcome to this video on how you can measure how big the Earth is for yourself. This is a simple experiment that the ancient Greeks were conducting thousands of years ago. The process is so easy that a flat earther can do it themselves. For the first of these methods, you'll need two sticks or poles. You will need a way to measure the pole and the shadow it casts, knowledge of where you are located on the Earth. The process is to take the two poles and place them upright in full sun. They need to be in a line with each other. This way, when they cast a shadow, it will be different. Once you have them in place, wait until midday. Then measure the shadow length as it is cast towards the North Pole for those in the Northern Hemisphere, and the South Pole for those in the Southern Hemisphere. Now you can take the space between the two poles and calculate the angle between them, and then divide by 360. The other option is to use the shadow distance cast. This should give you how many degrees separation there is in between them. You know how tall the pole is, how far the shadow is, and by taking these two different measurements, you now have everything you need as far as numbers go. Option B with this is to measure the distance you have by subtracting the shadow of pole A from the shadow of pole B. You then multiply this after you get your angle to get a value equivalent to your measured angle divided by 360. After this, you multiply that number you have by 360. It should give you the circumference of the Earth. You can also do this using things like trees, flagpoles, and more. Anything that is tall and able to cast a shadow that you can measure. By using the two poles, you're able to figure out from two different locations and see that it is exactly the same number regardless of where you're measuring from. Option B with our method is to simply take the difference between them and figure that out. Either way, you're able to understand from measuring a relatively small space on Earth what the exact measurement all around is. This approach is relatively easy. The second option is more involved, but requires less equipment. When we say more involved, it has a lot more math attached to it. The way you do this is to look at a star from two different places on Earth. If the distance is known between these two places, we can get answers to how big Earth is. The way it works is simply the opposite of the first method used. With the ancient Greek method, you start with the center of the Earth as the origin for two lines. These radiate out towards space and would theoretically keep going forever. For this method, you use the star as the origin and two positions on Earth as the end. That is, two lines come from the star to Earth and end where you'll be measuring from. You will need the following equipment: a protractor, a measure of some sort, and a visible star. The way it works is that you take your two locations and measure how far is between them. Now you take your protractor and find the angle needed to line up the star with your position. Repeat this in the other location. You now have all of the necessary information to figure out the circumference of the Earth. With these numbers, you can calculate the last angle needed or use a rule of triangles. The first is to use your known measure and one angle to create a Pythagorean triangle equation. Option 2 is easier, as you need only subtract the angles you know from 180. This leaves the last angle, as all angles of a triangle add up to 180. You divide this angle by 360 to get a ratio. The distance between your number, as a measure between locations, multiplied by this ratio, should equal the world's circumference. The challenge with both of these options is that unless you are somewhere large and open like a field, it is very hard to do. You'll be working on very small measurements to figure out a very large number. Unless you are using a very accurate measuring device, you will create a margin of error. This margin of error will be multiplied with everything else when you do your equations. That can throw your final result off. Despite this, it is something that can be done at home, in school, or out of idle curiosity. Thank you. If you found it interesting, consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. Please post any comments, questions, or suggestions you have below.